It's June 17th.
Can you believe it's June already? This is insane.
Yeah, a lot of things are insane.
That's true.
Here we are, it's summertime, it's
right.
2020, the worst year of our lives.
And Ryan isn't here, so I get to steal his little ditty. Welcome to Watcher Weekly, a show presented by Breather. We kick back here, we chat here, and we answer your questions to the best of our abilities.
If you'd like to follow us on socials, hit us up on We Are Watcher, patreon.com/watcher, facebook.com/watcher entertainment. Is that it? Why do I feel like I'm always forgetting something? YouTube.com/watcher. Where you are right now. If you'd like to submit questions for future episodes, swing on by the C tab. That's what we call the community tab. Spill some cues. What's going on here? Ryan's not here.
Where is Ryan? I don't know. He's been very, very strange over the past week. I think it started off actually at the last Watcher Weekly.
He was being kind of funny there, yeah.
Have you seen any of his social stuff going on?
Not particularly. I don't know if I follow him on a lot of accounts.
Good one. I like how you're still roasting him when he's not here.
There's this one that I can pull up here that is pretty strange. If you look at his post from yesterday or a couple days ago, do you see this one here?
Hey, Ryan here, just posting here because I don't want to be active on my personal socials because I think it's tracking me. So just staying on the move here. And, you know, if you don't hear from me. Okay, so new development. I don't think I actually have to leave this place. I think I just unpack everything. And then, I mean, the reason being is I'm pretty sure this thing just doesn't like the color red. So, you know, I just put everything I have that's red in a box, and that should be it. You know, maybe then if I do that, it'll leave. And I just wanted to keep you guys updated. But, you know, everything's fine over here.
It is strange for one person to go off the grid like this. It's a little concerning.
It's more concerning because when you're concerned about Ryan, that is concerning.
Well, I hope he's all
anyway.
right. Steven, how's your week been?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we don't, huh?
I'll be honest, I don't know. It's been a lot, emotionally draining, physically draining, mentally draining. And then our third co-founder goes off the walls, which is kind of strange. Which, by the way, where am I looking? Am I looking this way or this way? I don't know. Which side am I on?
Why don't you be over here to my left? So look to your right. Wait. No, you be to my right, your left. I'm doing the right
thing. I go below
in his
you.
absence, but it's not intended. Below me?
No, that's too crazy. I don't like that.
No, that's weird. So,
I'm looking
you
right
look
to
to
you.
your left. Sup, dude?
What's up?
It's been a while since we ironed that out. Do you remember at the start of quarantine when we were very tedious about which way we were looking, and now we're just sort of like, whatever, who gives a shit?
This is kind of the new reality, right? I'm on the couch, you're on the who knows who's on what couch, on what chair. I miss The Office.
Me too. We have every Friday, the Watcher Gang has a little social hour. We hang out, we play games for an hour or two. It's just so nice. It's nice.
It is nice.
I've said that, I think I said this in a meeting, but when we started this company, my thought going into it was like, it's gonna be great to finally make stuff, you know, that is 100% ours and we could really throw ourselves at it. The thing that did not occur to me was how wonderful it would feel to sort of build a squad of incredibly talented, wonderful, kind people. And we're very lucky to have all them.
Yeah, I love them all. I think it'd be appropriate to shout them all out right now. Let's just go through the list.
There's Josh Richardson.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna start with the guy who's not
Oh, you want to
here.
start with Ryan Bergara?
Start with Ryan. He's not here. He's probably fine. Then Josh Richardson.
Josh has worked on a lot of Weird Wonderful World. He's worked on a lot of stuff for us.
Homemade.
He worked with us at BuzzFeed for a long time, and he's working on some stuff that will be hitting your screens in the near future.
Woo, teaser alert.
But not too many details.
We got Steven Castro, a machine. He's a blast to be around. He's about to have a baby soon, which is incredible.
The first Watcher, well, I guess it's not a Watcher baby.
No, Watcher Baby, the first Watcher Baby is Ryan Bergara, by the way.
Bergugu, Katie LeBlanc, our head of development, who is the glue holding so many things together. We've talked about what a crazy thing it was to start a company at all and to do so during this year when a lot of unexpected things happening.
We have a fun Making Watcher episode where we talk about her coming on board, that whole process. It was crazy. I cried. I'll say that. We also have, obviously, as you guys know from the first Making Watcher episode, Brittany and Anthony. Both were the very first employees at Watcher and have been the foundation of everything that we do, even dating back to last year. Anthony's our director of post-production, and we have Brittany, who is our production coordinator.
And Brittany, been there for so much of this. I remember her coming on when we were shooting Weird Wonderful and some other things, and just like a godsend.
A non-believer himself, by the way, who sang
That's
God
right,
Sent Her.
yes.
Yeah, that's how much of a godsend that she is.
And Anthony, the most calming presence we ever could have asked for is just, gosh, I should just call him anytime I'm feeling stressed about the company, because he is just one of the kindest souls I've ever met.
I love when he's like, it's fine, it'll be fine. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you're right, it will be fine. Thank you, Anthony.
Along those lines, Lauren as well, who is obviously has injected Watcher Weekly with so much personality and so much life. These Watcher Weeklies are bonkers. They cannot be easy to edit, and she turns out incredible episodes week after week and is also just quietly one of the funniest people at the company.
Speaking of which, by the way, I had an idea. I need to run it by her too. I want to bring the editor of Watcher Weekly. I just realized I'm not wearing my microphone correctly.
Well,
Sorry,
fix it.
Lauren.
So there you go.
Speaking of
Lauren
Lauren.
rolls with this stuff all the time.
We should bring her on Watcher Weekly and interview her with questions from you guys.
I mean, if she wants to.
Here's the thing. I think she would do it, and then if she doesn't like it, she would just cut herself out. So.
That's true. Yeah, working with this team is incredible.
Hey, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna use my chef's kiss.
Oh, for the team.
Don't like when you do that. Let's enjoy ourselves with another YouTube C-Tab Q&A session. Roll it up.
C-Tab,
What questions we got
C-Tab.
here?
Oh, we got some juicy ones. Here's one. Well, let's start out from Super Pando 77. Says, for Steven and Shane, could y'all share some fun facts about your cats?
Oh, I love this question.
And we can do this week because Ryan's not here. We don't know we don't know where he is. I'm sure he's fine, but now's the time for us to bro down and talk about our cats.
Do you think if we say, I'm sure he's fine enough, it will be concerning?
I'm sure he's fine.
It's fine. Why don't you start with this one?
I think I've said this before, but I'll toss this on the pile again, that we initially thought he was named after Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then when we met the people, they were like, no, it's OB, which is short for Orange Boy. So I'm almost proud that I like Star Wars plenty, except for The Rise of Skywalker, which fucking sucks. But I don't want a Star Wars named cat. So OB is very much Orange Boy,
Oh.
but he's great. He's great. He rules.
I thought you guys named him Obi, actually.
No, we didn't.
So
That was
that's
his name when
surprising.
we adopted him. He actually lived in a house with, I think the people found him in their backyard.
Oh.
He was like a stray, and he was very young, and they took him in, and they had like 2 other cats, and he just kept trying to murder the other cats. So yeah. I mean, he's an absolute angel.
I'm waiting to adopt a kitten at some point. The cat that I live with right now is actually not my cat. His name is Simba. Best cat in the world.
He looks like, honestly, he could be like Obi's cousin.
One fun fact about him is every night before we go to bed, I'll turn up some songs. He'll run over straight to the bed, jump on my chest, and we'll sing songs together.
They do acclimate quite a bit to like routines like that. It's very funny.
It's really, really, really cute. And he loves to stretch too. So sometimes we'll will like sing praise songs and then I'll just like lift him up, kind of like Simba in The Lion King.
Were you a cat person before this? I was never a cat person.
I was never a pet person, to be honest. I didn't understand the hype.
I mean, I wanted pets, but I just never had them.
But I am 100% cat dude now, cat daddy.
That's what they call you. Steven, this is from Emily Flynn. Steven, do you ever feel like a third wheel or left out because Ryan and Shane are so close?
Jeez, I would maybe if Ryan was here, but you know, doesn't show up. No,
he's gone and we don't know why.
No, this is actually an interesting question, the dynamic between myself, Ryan, and Shane, because I think if you go back to even to the formation of this company, I think Ryan was having individual conversations with me and with you. Of all of my work friends, actually, I think Ryan was the one I hung out with the most outside of work, because we shared a lot of the same interest, basketball.
Yeah, you guys were b-ballers.
Video games, fantasy football.
Actually, it occurs to me weirdly that you and Ryan were sort of better friends outside of work, and Ryan and I were better friends inside of work.
Yeah.
I remember when you guys would talk about that at BuzzFeed, I'd be like, you guys play basketball together? That's weird. Kev, baby, how awesome are eggs? I mean, you could scramble them, fry them, boil them. So many endless possibilities. Do you guys like eggs? If so, what kind of eggs? You love eggs, huh?
I love this question.
There's a restaurant in Los Angeles called Egg Slut. I've never been there, but that's an egg-centric restaurant.
Yeah, it's a good place. It's opened by a Filipino owner actually named Alvin.
Really?
He moved to New York to start a new restaurant there.
What, in the Grand Central Market, and then one over by?
There's the Beverly one, the Beverly Center one as well. There's one over there.
Oh, so what's your go-to?
All right, first of all, let's just talk about the commentary here. What kind of ingredient do you make for breakfast, or with your steak, or in your cake? Think about that. I like my eggs cooked over easy. Are you?
Same.
I like them sunny side up. I like to put 12 eggs into a cup and chug it raw like Rocky.
Is this your Ryan impersonation?
Could go for some eggies right now.
I like this one. It's from Not Creative, and this is a conversation we used to have on Watcher Weekly religiously. Is this hair growing thing you're doing just because of the quarantine, or do you want your hair to be that long just because? P.S. I love it.
It's a cross in between. It was fun. I think when we started the company, I was like, I'm gonna let my hair get a little shaggy. Mostly because I thought it would be fun to sort of demarcate. Like I could look sort of at my photos from around the time we started the company and be like, oh, that was that phase. Sort of like when you see the Beatles, you know, with their like crazy long hair, you're like, oh, that's after they went to India and, you know, took a bunch of drugs. Not that that's where I'm at in my life. I'm just letting it go right now. I'm considering what will happen to it, but it's still pretty manageable, but it is quite long. Yeah.
Oh my, I'm sorry,
I'm having a good time with it. My Shane mane, that's what I call it. It's great, having fun.
I've never thought about hair that way. Like, I've never thought to intentionally grow it out so that you would have that point in your life where you look back at it.
Part of it too is and this is sort of a weird cause for it, but one of the reasons it got long in the first place is just because I don't really have like a go-to hairdresser in LA. There was a place that I went to a lot, and then they cut the back of my neck with a razor and didn't say anything. And I was like, it sure feels like they cut the back of my neck with a razor. You know, I'm from the Midwest and I'm non-confrontational, so I wasn't like, hey, did you cut me? I was just like, thanks. And then I walked out of the shop and started walking home, and I put my hand on my neck and it was bleeding.
Oh!
It was nuts. I don't know.
All right, we got one more question here while Shane Mane cools down.
Thank
Beth from Patreon. And again, we answer all of our additional Patreon questions at our Watcher Weekly Plus show. You can find it exclusively at patreon.com/watcher.
And worth noting, Steven, this week's Watcher Weekly Plus will be live.
That's right, tomorrow.
For all tiers of Patreon, join us over there for that, patreon.com/watcher.
She says, how are you guys feeling now that you're coming up to the end of Watcher's pilot season? Excited to see what's next. Before we go on to what's happening next, let's just reflect a little bit. How are you feeling, Shane? I know it's a question that you don't get asked a lot or think about.
I feel good. I'm very excited because, when we started this, we had all these different series, and we had this sort of crazy pilot rollout system where we kind of cycled through them, and it's been very fun to just deliver something entirely different every week. And now I'm curious to see how things go when we sort of have one thing on the channel week after week for a period of time and then switch to something else. So it'll be a fun experiment.
When you were saying that, I just realized like people don't do things this way. Like most people, I've never seen anybody roll out content like this. Like this was pretty innovative. I think I'm just very proud of the team that we mentioned up top. I'm also very appreciative of the audience that has come around and really latched on to what we're doing. I saw some comments that were joking that, we're a cult. Or not a cult, but kind of the way that they were joking about it was very funny to me. I liked it. So what's next? What's next, Shane?
That was weird. I had a knock at the door.
Is it your lunch?
I don't know. I didn't order anything. I can see what it is.
Yeah.
Hang on. This is weird.
What do you get there?
I don't know.
What do you get there, Shane?
It's an unmarked envelope. It's quite shoddy. Is this a fun segment? Should I open this? Is this dangerous?
Sure. Brittany says yes, but
there's just like tape haphazard. Like, is this fan mail?
Who knows your address?
No one. Okay.
What is that?
It is okay. It appears to be a letter. I'm gonna read it. Shane, sorry I've been MIA. Had to stay off the grid. I think it somehow can read my texts and emails. This is the only way I could think of reaching you. I'm okay for now, but not sure how long that will last. It seems to be ramping up as days go by. I still don't know what it is, let alone what it wants from me. Please play this video on the show. It may make the ultimate difference. At the very least, I tried. It's on the thumb drive in this envelope. Give the Watcher team my regards. Everybody except that Worth It dude. I think his name was Stan or something. My memory is fading.
What?
Also, sorry for the blood. Don't worry, it wasn't from this thing. I just got a paper cut. There's a lot of hair in here. Hair and blood. There does appear to be a thumb drive. I guess let's see what's on it. It's a little green man.
Let's check your window real quick. Is he outside?
No!
Ryan's a weird dude, but this has been the weirdest week trying to get him into meetings and stuff.
Let's see what's on this thumb drive, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna play the video now.
I feel like I'm being watched as I'm reading this.
There could be a body in the house.
I think I saw something in the mirror again the next night, and the next. I don't feel safe. Home invasion stories always scare the shit out of me.
I regrettably would ask you to continue with this story.
Well, thudding sound grew louder, nearer. For a moment, the line was only dead silence before I heard a reply. I'm going to die.